will start on March 1 at the Beta Theater Center and will be there until March 23. Tonight's performance marks a significant moment in the journey of this remarkable story. This year, we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Anino sa Likod ng Buwan as a groundbreaking film. Anino, the film, had its world premiere at the prestigious Karlovy Vary International Film Festival in July 2015. And I can vividly recall the impact it had with its captivating one-shot narrative and unforgettable performances by Adrian Alandi, who is here. LJ Reyes and Anthony Falcon. But the story you just saw began its life not on screen but on stage. And it's a story that has come full circle. Back in 1993, a then 19-year-old Jun Robles Lana penned the original play, which went on to win the grand prize at the Bulwagang Gantimpala Playwriting Competition. From its inception as a stage play to its celebrated film adaptation, and now back to the stage, Anino sa Likod ng Buwan has demonstrated the enduring power to resonate with audiences. Tonight, you experience the fresh interpretation, a new perspective on this compelling narrative. We hope you were moved, challenged, and perhaps even saw the story in a new light. Anino sa Likod ng Buwan is the debut production of the newly formed theater arm of Idea First Company, Idea First Live. I'd like to call on now our director, Tux Rotapio, and of course our playwright, Jun Robles Lana. Okay. Congratulations.
How do you feel?
Hello. Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta ninyo. Kung nagustuhan ninyo, sana ikalat natin, tulungan po yung kami na mabalita dito ng mga kaibigan ninyo, ng mga kakilala ninyo.
Yes, sana marami pang makaalam at makapanood ditong dula na ito dahil I think it's very relevant right now dahil sa nangyayari sa atin. Not just here, but also around the world. So sana please spread the word. Thank you.
We're now ready for our Q&A. We'd like to invite the cast of Anino sa Likod ng Buwan. While the cast that you saw is getting ready, we'd now like to call first the understudies. Playing the understudy for Joel is Edward Penosa. And playing the understudy for Emma is Denise Esteban. And playing the understudy for Nardo is Vincent Pahara. At hinihintay lang namin magbihis ang cast. Dahil duguan pa sila. Ross Petigan and Laura Espano.
Hindi ako prepared.
Kaya ba?
Bakit parang nila yung next?
Wala na.
before we go to the Q&A,
Thank you. Greetings muna. Ikaw muna.
Hello. Ako po si Ross Pesigan, gumanap bilang Nardo. Maraming pong salamat sa panonood. Opo, ilan po yung kaya ko masabi ngayon, pinaprocess ko pa yung lang. Mabigat pa, pero maraming salamat po. Sana naiparating sa inyo yung mensahe ng tulad. Maraming salamat.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Gusto ko lang po magpasalamat sa lahat ng mga nanood po ngayon. Actually, hindi ko po alam kung ano yung expect ko na today kasi first time ko pong umarte ng play, ng stage show. First time ko sa venue, karoon ng maraming tao. Kahit dati may stage fright ako I guess, na-overcome ko na. Diba?
Parang wala naman eh.
Madilim lang.
Hi po, ako po si Elora Espanyo, gumanap bilang Emma, and maraming salamat sa pagdalo ngayong gabi. Ayun po, thank you.
we can proceed with the Q&A. Any questions?
Hello, Naz from Pelikula Media. For everyone or anyone who can answer, 4 months na preparation, rehearsals, anong pwede nyong i-share at ano yung masasabi nyo now na nakapag-perform na kayo, especially sa tatlo?
Masasabi ko lang sa process ng 4 months na rehearsal namin, ibang-iba yung output ngayon kaysa sa nasimulan namin. Ang daming discoveries, ang daming realizations, ganyan. Tapos yung research namin na ilalagay sa dula. Tapos ganda ng mga input rin ni Sir Tax. Nakaka-inspire din na mag-explore pa sa characters namin. Tapos, ayun, kasartip yung feeling ngayong na ipalabas na namin. Feeling talaga namin show na ngayon. Ayun, yun yung akin.
Sa akin, realizations. Siguro, ang may compare ko yung disiplina, ibang-iba talaga dito sa theater. Kasi matagal na ako nag-TV, tsaka nag-movie. Pero, grabe, dito pala, yung linyahan, para siyang isang mahabang take, naaalalahanin mo yung isang dosenang lagpas na blocking. Pero yung feeling na makatapos ka ng isang run, like for example yung ngayon, parang ipakwento mo sa akin, hindi ko matatandaan kasi parang siyang rush. May ganun siyang feeling na hindi ma-explain. So, saya.
Ayun. Tulad ng sinabi nilang dalawa, yun nga, ang saya kasi ng proseso. So kahit mabigat yung material, everyone that we work with, sobrang gaan katrabaho. Everyone's collaborative, respectful sa boundaries natin. Charot. Pero kaya ang saya-saya lang, walang halong bigat at all, no? Sobrang fun. And ang saya. I'm sure this will evolve pa more kasi as we go through the rehearsals, we discover more and mas lumalalim pa yung pag-unawa namin sa mga characters.
And also to add, akala namin every show, yung titipin namin yung tula, di ba? Pero kapag nagawa na namin yung run, parang wala nang nangyari. Nag-chichikahan na kami agad, gano'n. So, in fairness naman.
Alright, before we go to the next question from Ms. Marinel, I'll just ask first, mag-greet muna ang ating understudy cast. Vincent first.
Hello po sa mga nanood, nagbigay ng oras, naglaan ng oras na mapanood yung aming play. No? Idadagdag na lang po ako sa experience ko so far sa proseso. I think third week pa lang ako kasama sa team. Pero yung material sobrang, nung nabasa ko siya parang talagang binubuhay yung yung question sa utak ko na lalo sa panahon ngayon, lalo nung mga panahong ayoko maging sound political pero yung nanunungkulan pa yung berdugo na talaga ng gera sa droga. Parang kailangan ba natin yung gera talaga para solusyonan yung mga problema sa lipunan, no? Ganun kalalim yung play, no? So to be able to play it effectively, parang kailangan talaga malaman kung ano yung pinagdaraanan ng mga tao doon, no? Yung mga si Joel, si Nardo, si Emma. So talagang lubog, no? So yun, masaya. And yung team, kahit ganun kaseryoso yung tema, ano pa rin, collaborative, fun, no? Kaya maayos. Salamat.
Please.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta. Ayun, kita-kita naman po, nag-enjoy po kayong lahat. Salamat po. Pasensya na.
Hi, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Edward Benosa, and I would like to say thank you po for coming tonight. Sobrang ganda po ng material na to, kaya alam namin na kailangan namin ibigay, lalo na sila, yung best nila, sobrang discipline, and ginawa po nila ng lahat ng magagawa nila for this one. So, sana po nagustuhan niyo.
Alright, Miss Marinal.
Good evening po. My first question is for the directors and the writer, Jude Lana. For someone like me, na personally I have not seen the film yet and the previous run of the material, how is this po a fresh take on the material?
Unang-una, kasi yung napanood ko yung nabasa ko muna siya and na-picture ko na siya in my head. So when I saw the film, parang stage, kasi blinak din ni June na parang one take na parang stage din yung but it's really a house. And we don't have that luxury here. And I'm more of psychological space. So talagang pinag-aralan ko mabuti kung paano siya ilalagay sa tablahan. So, pero hindi nawawala yung essence na ginawa ni June. Kasi ang ganda rin iba kasi yung cinematic language eh. So, syempre hindi ko magagawa yung mga close-ups and all that. So, the challenge was how can I equal that same effect on film sa stage. So, yun yung talagang binuno namin for 4 months. And I hope it works. So there.
Actually, hindi ko lang na-appreciate yung sinunod ko. Parang pinapanood ko siya, kinukumusta ko yung sarili ko. Ano ba nangyayari sa'yo nung 19 years old ka? Ano mo ginawa? Ano mong pinagdadaanan mo? Yung difference ng film, well, it started as a one-up play. And then when I became a director, I was looking for a material to challenge myself, and I thought it would be an interesting material to do it in one uninterrupted shot. And then, of course, iba yung language, it's very cinematic, it was like a dance. Yung roots niya nasa theater, in terms of yung story, in terms of yung source material. But it was really written and directed for the screen. So, when we decided na gagawin siya stage play, hindi talaga ako, umatras ako, hindi talaga ako nakialam because I really wanted to surprise myself and to re-experience ang Innocent Kidnapped the way it was really meant to be seen as a stage material. And then, I think a week ago, when I saw it for the first time, kasi hindi ako bumibisita. Alam ko naman kung yung kalidad, yung galing ng mga tao sa likod ng production. And when I saw it, yun nga, kinamusta ko yung sarili ko. It was just really interesting na makita ko din siya. It's so different from the film. It's the film, but at the same time, it's not the film. I mean, the material, it's the exact lines, etc. Pero magkaiba eh. Iba yung take ng mga artista eh. Iba yung take ng director. Kaya ibang-iba siya. You can watch the film and then watch the stage play and you'll get something different from each. And I think it's a testament to the power of storytelling regardless of the medium.
Thank you po. So, congratulations dun sa 3 cast kanina. Ramdam namin, especially yung tension. So, tanong ko naman dun sa 3 other casts who did not get to perform tonight. Ano yung nakita nyo, di ba? Nakita nyo sila galing, di ba? Ano yung ano, mas pa kaya, basta kayo. So, yun. Your reaction to their, take on their roles. Nagagampanan nyo din eventually. Denise, okay, go. Go ahead.
Well, ako sobrang na-excite ako na gawin si Naldo at makasama sila, si Denise at Edward. Iba yung dynamics na especially kahit understudies kami, sinusubukan talaga namin itong gawin na magkakasama para yun, eventually, kasi ang hirap i-build ng rapport Itong play na to, kailangan talaga some acting din siya
Yes.
some work para mag-work siya. So ayun, excited na ma-explore pa yung characters, yung play.
Ayun po, ako po excited din po ako since bago rin po ako. First time ko rin po kasi mag-stage play. So, sobrang bago po sa akin lahat. Andun pa rin po yung kaba, yung takot na baka ma-disappoint ko yung mga tao na hindi ko magawa ng maayos. Pero ayun naman po na tinutulungan din naman po ako ni Direk and ni Ate Elora para maintindihan ko rin yung role na gagawin. Sorry po, kinakabahan ako. Pasensya na po. Grabe na siya. Opo. Ayun na talaga. Opo. Lalamig po hawak siya. Ayun, excited po ako. Ayun. Yun lang po.
Yeah.
Mukhang kabata talaga.
Yes. Sobrang pressure din sa amin. Kasi unang-una sa lahat, sobrang ganda po ng material. So, for us, may hirap siya gawin. Kasi gusto mo siya magawa ng tama So, kaya nape-pressure kami kasi pati yung iba rin yung sa amin tatlo, iba rin yung dynamics namin, yung magagawa namin sa kanila, sa pagkita nila. So, sa kanila napakaganda ng pinakita nila. Sana makahabol na kami. Yeah. So, yun. So, iba naman din yung makikita niyo for amin.
For sure. Ay, pahabol lang, Direk Percy, for Ate Elora. Ano sinasabi mo lagi kay Denise? Sino pointers lang and all? Because she really looks up to you daw pagdating din sa role.
Grabe. Hindi. For me, hindi ko naman mina-micromanage yung... Kasi lagi naman siyang nandun sa rehearsal. So, nag-observe siya, lagi siyang nag-notes. And siguro yung depth lang ng character. Nagbibigay ako sa kanya ng videos and for research, mga reading materials regarding the political aspect of this play. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng sinasabi lang natin siya nang hindi natin naiintindihan. So, kailangan niyang maintindihan niya. So, ayun.
Thanks for it.